guys? Come on. You guys remember what you did last week? No. Okay. Yes, we did the Tree of Life. Do you remember who created the Tree of Life? Yes, Gustav, Klimt. Goes. So, a lot of you guys got up to this part, right? Where you drew the tree onto the styrofoam tray. Now, okay. Well, some did. So for some who didn't, we're going to work on this part where you can draw your Tree of Life onto your styrofoam tray. You're going to have to trace it over. You're going to draw your tree over it. So this is the part that a lot of you guys might be up to, right? So you're going to draw your Tree of Life onto your styrofoam tray. You're going to trace over the lines. And you're going to copy all your patterns. And then eventually, you're going to end up with this. Once you get to this point, you can rip off the paper and start retracing over it. So you get the lines nice and neat for when you have to print. You guys have printed before?
Yes.
Yes? What was it? Do you remember what it was? Yes, so this is going to be very similar. This is going to be very similar, so you got, who remembers how to print? What do you got to do? What do you got to do? Tell me. Roll paint? What do you got to roll on there? What do you got to roll on there?
You have to clear paper and roll over it, and then you have to stick it onto another paper.
Okay, well, what type of stuff are you using though? It's not paint, right? What is it? Yes, it's ink. It's ink. So you're rolling ink onto this, and you got to cover up the whole plate because you're going to try to cover this whole entire plate so you can print onto it. So once we get up to this part, the watercolor background that a lot of you did, this is what we're going to print onto. So we're going to print our Tree of Life. And then once you're finished printing onto that, this is going to be the result. Nice, right? Pretty, right? You're going to have, this is your ink that covered up your watercolor background. And once you get to this part, you got to make sure you put your name and the print number. This is called an addition. This addition is 1 of 1. So Mrs. Grillo made 1 of 1. This is 1 print. Okay? So you do 1 time, 1 print. All right? Once you finish that, I'm going to give you a little demonstration too. But once you finish that, you're also going to do a rubric. This rubric helps you grade yourself. So it's going to ask you several questions. I have them right up there. It says, did I use wet on wet watercolors? What do you think you would say?
Yeah.
All right. And then did I use a variety of patterns on the tree?
No.
Okay, well, exactly. If you didn't get up to that part, you didn't yet. Did I draw my lines so they're clear and easy to see? Yeah, yes, maybe. Some people did. And so forth. So you're going to answer all these questions, and then you're going to give yourself an overall grade for what you think you did. So 1 would be not so good. I didn't really do a great job. I didn't do all my lines, my patterns, my colors on the background. And then 5 would be great. I did a million patterns. I did a million colors on the background. I couldn't have added anything else to it. It's excellent. And then 3 would be, okay, I did okay. 4 would be, I did a little better than okay. So that's how you're going to grade yourself, right? And then you're also going to finish sentences at the bottom saying what way was my artwork unique or artistic. So you're going to explain it in the sentence how you think it is, okay? And then the same thing for the bottom. How could I make the project better? So you're going to explain that in the sentence. But that's after you finish printing, okay? All right? So why don't you guys circle up around this table, and I'm going to show you how to print.
So this is mine.
But make a space so I can walk around the table, okay? So back up just a little bit, back up just a little bit. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up. Wait, you're good. Back up. Okay. So when you guys need ink for your ink plates, you gotta ask me to do it, okay? So if you need more ink on this plate, ask me to pour it right onto your ink plate. Alright? And then you're gonna always have, does anybody remember what this is called? What is it? No? A brayer, exactly. This is called a brayer. So when you're rolling ink, it's called a brayer. It is a roller, but it's specific to rolling ink onto your styrofoam. Okay? So this is called a brayer. Very good. All right, and then there's always going to be,
From last time.
ah, good memory. So what you're going to have to do is remember there has to be a clean one, and there's got to be one that you use for ink. So the clean one, always keep in the middle of the table so everyone can use it, all right? But when you're doing this, you're going to spread, I'll put some ink onto the plate. And then you're going to have to rub your ink evenly onto the brayer. All right?
Before you start getting-
Yes, exactly. All right? So you're getting it on there nice and even. You don't want it on too thick because it won't make your print look too nice. All right? So I'm going to get some of this ink off. And you're going to roll it right onto there. All right? Just like that. It's going to be a night? What do you mean? It could be.
Because it's starting.
You can see that. Well, the black actually shows up on your paper really nice. But does everyone see how nice and even that it looks? Alright? Nice and even. You don't want too thick on here because, like I said, it won't make your print look very nice. Once you roll it on there, you're going to take your paper, don't move the tray, you're going to take your paper and you're going to place it face down onto the top of this. Okay? Then you're going to take your clean brayer. Does anybody know why it has to be clean? Okay. Exactly. But also make sure you write your name on the back so you don't so just in case it gets lost. You're gonna write it in the front too, but no, pencil. Okay? So then you're gonna roll it on nice and even. Right? Right? Roll it on nice and even. What happens if you don't roll it uneven? What do you think is gonna happen? No? Exactly. It's gonna come out sloppy, or half of it's not gonna print, and then you're not gonna get a nice picture. So you wanna make sure you roll it nice and even, right? Exactly. You could have a stump. Bless you. All right. And then you're gonna peel it off, and there's your picture. Nice, right? Right? And then, who has a pencil? Can I borrow the pencil again? Okay. Oh, thank you. And then, like I mentioned before, you could write your name on the bottom. So, Mr. Warden, all right? And then, what else did I mention? Does anybody remember? Okay. Yes, the number, it's called an addition. So this is called an addition, 1 of 1. So this is my first print of that. And then once we finish with this, you don't need this anymore. So we're going to throw this out. You don't need this anymore. Yep, just throw it right out, right in the garbage. Okay. Oh, the square one up? Yeah, we'll finish that too. Yeah, we throw this out. This is it. Yeah. You only print on it once. Alright? So we're gonna do that. And then like I mentioned before, right over there, we're gonna work on our rubric, okay? So once you finish that, grab a piece of paper that says rubric on it, and you're gonna grade yourself on it too. Okay? No. Alright, so everyone take your seats. And I'm gonna hand out your folder.
Take Carlos.